Hey guys, daskro here. This is a special rebroadcast of a live shoutcast that I did with Brett FX and Zh1nt0 of Battlefield 3's DICE. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, daskro here. I'm joined with a bunch of folks here for the Level BF 8v8 Clanbase tournament, Denmark versus Sweden. I'm here with Brett FX, I'm here with Whitey, and I'm here with a very special guest, Zh1nt0 from DICE. How are all of you guys doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Doing all right, man. Excited for this match.
Oh, I'm fucking fantastic, man. To have a DICE BF4 producer here, oh, best day ever.
Hey, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing the free cam perspective for the first map, Caspian Border. So you're going to see my perspective, and I'll be moving it around using free cam version 6. But just because I'm going to be doing one perspective doesn't mean that there's other perspectives out there. We're going to be having a number of other people in the game as well, able to also give commentary, and so Whitey, Brett, and Zh1nt0 will also be giving commentary as well, and so I want to try my best to go where they're talking about and try to capture those great Battlefield moments using the free cam, and I hope we're going live real soon. I think we are.
As if Denmark is pounding the sea flag up there with a helicopter. Denmark is positioned. Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
Right now, Sweden is having to fight a tank over on C flag right now from Denmark, and it does look like they are going to end up losing that particular flag. At the same time, though, Sweden is getting the B flag. So, you know, going to be seeing that big push back and forth tug of war fight coming from C and B.
Yeah, Denmark has capped the D flag. I guess they're preparing to go to get Sweden on the bleed. Sweden's pounding the hilltop flag, but I don't see them getting in there right now. They have a Danish tank there that's on fire. And Brett, what do you see on your end?
Yeah, right now actually the Dane tank just went down, and Sweden does have a player up into the burn, so they are going to be burning this flag. But at the same time, over on B, it is now flashing. So it looks like they may be doing a straight up trade, although there is a tank that is still left up for Sweden on B, and I think they're going to be able to stop that burn over on B.
That's right, I am following this tank right now, and it's on Bravo, but it is so low, it may go down any moment. It's on fire. Is it going to go down? And it goes down. It gets taken out by looks like the one of the jets. Right now, it seems that that Team Denmark has air superiority. Is that right? No, it's actually air parity.
Sweden's taking heavy punishment by that Danish helicopter up there, and there's a helicopter battle going on. Very, very big distance between them, so I think they're both backing out and they're saving their helicopters for ground fighting instead.
They are.
And we do have a tank from Denmark that is pushing up onto B, so it looks like they are going to get a 3-cap right now. I'm not seeing anything coming from Sweden. There is a tank. He is disabled, though. Going to try and make his way over here to do a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, Denmark is definitely going to get that B flag. Sweden has nothing to go there. Infantry fighting there.
That's right. It looks as if the Team Denmark had a great RPG shot on Bravo, taking out that tank. But at the same time, that tank at Bravo is taking a lot of hits from that helicopter.
Yeah, Nix is taking a lot of punishment. I suggest Nix get out of that tank and just leave it, because Sweden's not going to rush.
No, he's going down with the
Sweden's not going to rush B. They're not going to take B, so they're focused somewhere else right now. I suggest Denmark just hold C and B and don't go in.
Right now, Denmark is making a big push going into A. They got a tank and some infantry coming out, so I think they're going to be looking for the all-cap, man. They're not wanting to sit around and wait.
Yeah, I guess that's what they need to do against Sweden on a map like this.
That's right. So right now, Team Denmark has Delta Charlie, but they're losing Bravo. It looks as if Team Sweden has a tank on Bravo, and they get the gray out? Not yet.
No, not quite. I mean, he is right now fighting, it looks like 3 guys with RPGs. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. He's already disabled.
He's already on fire.
Yeah, one infantry is out. Going to try and clean it up.
Tank goes down.
Clean up, but the tank is down.
But
the tank accompanied by 2 people still getting pounded at the B flag.
And we do have a tank for Sweden that's going to be pulling up on C flag. So it looks like now the Denmark team is going to be on the back foot. They are about to get 3.
Oh, is he going to get C forward? Is he going to get C forward? Oh, he hit C forward! my goodness! That tank went down. That C4 guy, kamikaze, but for the victory, holding that Charlie point.
Nix take your punishment at B. This is a great example of what I was talking about with Denmark, is that they need to stick together against Sweden. I mean, they neutralized the B flag, but they got instantly punished when they moved in by 2-3 RPGs from the Swedish team. So they really need to stick together. Otherwise, they're just gonna let go.
Yeah, absolutely. The best way to be moving up on this map is the strength of numbers. Pushing around with at least, I would say, 3 people. If you're in a tank, you need at least 2 reps to help you out there, especially with this air who is killing another tank that was trying to push over to B. I mean, the air right now is great for both sides. The helicopter's just locking down almost any kind of movement from anywhere.
Yeah, Denmark lost a perfectly good tank there by just going in on their own. They need to sit back, they need to relax, they need to enjoy the fact that they're owning 2 flags right now, and stay like that.
Now over here on A, we do have 2 infantry that are going to be fighting 2 tanks.
Oh, 1 infantry goes down. 2 infantry go down.
They do get taken out, but you know they did do something really smart here. They made Sweden pull back both of their tanks on 1 flag. So I mean, you know that's pulling off resources that could be used to attack on different flags.
Team Denmark still holding Charlie, but it's getting bled out. Oh, here comes a big tank push. Does this tank know that the other tank's behind him? Oh, he rams him. He's gonna push him off the. Oh, he's getting pushed off.
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Oh, look at that. Nick's getting pushed off.
And that.
Man, don't see that
M1 Abrams goes down. Bad for sure. Gets a 2nd kill with the C4.
Oh, he gets pounded by jets. He gets pounded by helicopters. Nix has pretty much lost that tank if he can't save it right now.
He's still alive.
Over at D flag, guys, the one that we said probably wouldn't be contested that much is getting taken by Team Sweden. They do have it grayed out right now, and they have the dominant forces on there. Looks like they have 2 infantry and a tank, although it does look like it is going to be
That Swedish tank is taking a bunch of damage. Here
Yeah,
comes the back shot. Kaboom.
It does get taken out.
It's taken out by...
But right now, Denmark has no flags. They have
Denmark
no
is going
flags.
back to D. Danish tank at D. It's it's alone. I think it's going to take a lot of damage. I don't think they're going to get D.
Over on C, we have a nice little standoff. We have a Swedish player sitting over here in the dumpster area, and he's going to be trying to fight over towards tower. It's right now just looking like it's going to be a equal battle, although the helicopter doing an amazing job for Team Sweden, just pounding this Charlie flag and getting that infantry off of it.
Team Denmark takes back on Delta, but boy, he's taking a lot of hits from that helicopter. A lot of hits.
And the jet coming in. Oh wow, this is merciless. And Sweden's got the bleed on Denmark now. They got 3 flags against 1, and Denmark. What do you suggest, daskro? I suggest they push for A. It's a quiet flag, not too much dense foliage around it. I'd say they should go for A.
Yeah, A is a pretty good option. Score right now 208 to 198. Sweden over Team Denmark. But as you mentioned, Sweden has Alpha Bravo Charlie, has the bleed, and is almost trying to get back on Delta as well. Though it looks like one of them went down from the helicopter. But there's still Swedish guys in Delta just being hit by the helicopter. They have to do something for Alpha. You were right.
You know, I think the A push would be smart, but right now the helicopter shots coming in from Sweden are just too good. I don't think that they would do anything once they got there. And right now, I mean, both helicopters do an amazing job, like I said, but they would have to actually put a tank, I think, on A to be able to take that flag, because if they send a Jeep over there, it's not going to last.
Oh, we have an intense jet battle right now on tower. This is dogfighting action.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Team Sweden takes out Team Denmark's jet.
Oh, that's gonna cost them. If they take the helicopter out, I think Denmark needs to make a huge push for A, at least to get some middle ground here. Because
right now there is a tank fight going on over at A.
Going to Alpha. Two Swedish tanks on Alpha versus 1 Danish tank. Oh, man, this is hard. And they have repair guys. Oh, it goes down.
They need to move together. They can't move like that. If I was Team Denmark's captain, I would pull everyone back, main base, and I would say, okay, we will bluff A, and we'll go for D. That's what I would do. Because you've already got tanks over here at A. You've already got support there. You've already got visibility from the Swedish team.
It looks like the team Denmark is now pushing back into Bravo point, but taking a lot of hits. Nick's DK there sees one guy to his right. He gets taken out.
Sweden is coming to cap D back.
With a tank. No
Yeah,
less.
it's that tank as well.
That's not good.
Yeah, right now I think the problem is that Denmark is just not pushing as a team. They're just they're trickling into a flag instead of hitting it all at once, and they're just getting picked apart by Sweden. In fact, I think they've actually flipped from the initial push. Sweden was kind of doing the same. They were just kind of putting a few people here, a few people there on flags, and they started getting their act together, and now it's flipped over where Denmark is making the small mistakes, and it's costing them big time here.
Yeah, and I mean, as a Danish team, I would suggest this. Team captain sits back, says, okay, everyone go for D. Heli, put down some barrage. Jet pilot, keep the heli off of my heli, and then everyone moves, because they're not going to lose any more flags. They're just going to gain more flags. So I would suggest push. And as we say that, Nix is back on the D flag.
And they take D back. That's good.
They're also flashing A. Right now, I don't know if they just cleaned that up, Team Sweden cleaning that up, although there is some infantry running around over on A flag. They almost have it grayed out. If they could get this gray out, that would help them out with this ticket bleed.
One lone Danish infantryman on Alpha. He's just hiding. He's hiding it out.
Two tanks going for the B flag now.
Oh,
Denmark is making a B push.
Oh, he goes down.
Yes, big B push happening. They're also over on C with a couple of infantry guys tying up a tank. And it looks like they are going to get this B flag. They do have an infantry and 2 tanks on it, although that helicopter coming in for Team Sweden is just doing some massive damage.
Yeah, you got a double push for B, which is good for Denmark right now.
Team Denmark holding those tanks at Bravo ends up taking it back. It's parity now, but it's 195 to 147. Denmark down by 50 tickets nearly.
That's right, and now you have a...
Is that tank going to go over that C4? Oh, don't go to the C4! Oh no! Is that C4 going to blow up? Any time now. Waiting for that C4
those
to
are
blow
mines,
up.
daskro.
Those are mines? Oh no,
Those are
Nick's ran
mines.
over his own dude.
Yeah, but it looks like
those
they did
mines
clean
out.
up all of the infantry that was over on C right now, and they are going to be getting the burn on it. They need to be able to control these spawns. They do have a tank and an infantry, so they should be able to be alright unless the air comes back in for Sweden and starts mopping it up. But as they did take B flag and they ended up killing the tank on C, they lost D. So they're having trouble right now just holding on to more than one flag at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I think Denmark's primary concern is not to, you know, put Sweden on the bleed. I think they should keep themselves off the bleed right now, holding 2 flags. That's what I think they should do, and then they should regroup. They should lose the least amount of tickets this round. This is just about conservating their tickets, and then they should focus on maybe going to full cap next round.
Yeah, the ticket equation here cannot be overemphasized. With only a 40 ticket spread, if they lose by 40 tickets, that gives them a tremendous amount of leverage. Because remember, guys, it's not about rounds won; it's about cumulative tickets gained through 4 rounds on 2 maps.
That's right, and right now Sweden
good.
is actually losing their gimme flag on A, but they are going to be pushing in on B. Big push over on B with a tank and 2 infantry guys. 1 infantry does get taken out, but it does look like that they are going to be put on the back foot with that tank being disabled right now, trying to fight with another one. I think that they're just going to switch right now. Team Denmark is going to take A.
Hustler.
That is not a good trade for
Not a
Denmark.
good trade.
Though. No,
Not
definitely not.
Oh, although the helicopter making a nice kill over on A, and he
Exactly.
just stopped the burn. And it looks like that, oh my god.
Yeah, the
that
A
was
flag
an
is
awesome
way
shot.
too open to make a good trade against B. I would say push the middle flags, just hold them, because it's a tight space. They can focus enough power to keep the tickets instead of stretching Sweden. So I would say keep that and let Sweden saucer around the map.
And look at that, Alpha is great, being taken back by Sweden. Denmark trying to take Bravo with 1 guy left, but that helicopter is just dominating.
That chopper power is just amazing this game.
Yeah, Sweden is playing very well.
Yeah, and it does look like Denmark is going to get B back, and Sweden is going to make a big push out, looks like maybe to C flag with their infantry, although they are getting picked off as they're running across there with a tank going over to B, but he's still getting pinged from that helicopter. I mean, right now, both helicopters are just, I mean, I can't say it enough. They're just doing an amazing job right now of stopping the flow of tanks.
I think they can turn the game around, Denmark, if they manage to put down one of their helicopters, to put down the Swedish helicopter. I mean.
Ooh, Team Sweden pushing one of their tanks up into Charlie, but gets taken out by the Danish tank. Danish tank moves into a position to shell the Bravo tank already, landing some real good shots. The Swedish tank is is getting the bleed on Bravo, but he's taking a lot of hits. He's on fire. Yeah,
at least he's trying to neutralize it, which means...
Bad for sure. Gets an RPG kill on our infantrymen, and then punch rule... Or someone took out that tank. I couldn't tell what, though. But...
Yeah, and right now, D is flashing. So one infantry did get around for the Swedish team, and he's going to be flashing the gimme flag.
Have you noticed how Denmark is getting pretty much everything back now? They're containing instead of pushing.
They are.
Yeah, which Sweden did not do when they were on the offense. They didn't contain, they kept pushing. I think they should contain, keep the ticket bleed, let the tickets even out. They're almost evened out. Sweden is just one ticket ahead of Denmark right now.
Yeah, Team Sweden's 40-ticket lead has now been mitigated. It's now even Stevens. Team Denmark taking back the Charlie point.
Yeah, and there's going to be an infantry.
Is this going to be an all-cap,
C.
guys? Is this going to be an all-cap? It very well could be.
This is going to be an all-cap right now. There is no infantry left on the C burn right now. There is one that looks like he's going to try and come around and flank. Maybe he's going to be waiting for a squad bomb so he can come up and try and kill this tank.
I think what has to be noted, guys, is that it looks as if that Team Sweden has no air support right now. We just have Team Denmark with their jet and their helicopter up, although their helicopter is on fire.
I just have to say, Nix has been doing an amazing job in the tank today. He's been pushing and pushing and pushing. Amazing. That's the tanker of the match for me.
He is doing a great job. You know, some may say that he is one of the best competitive tankers in Europe, and he is definitely showing it right now. We have Team Sweden pushing up on Bravo, but without the air support, they are just getting hammered back and forth. Uh-oh, is that going to be a C4? Is that going to be a C4? No, it's a... Ooh, it was something. I think Balak was either trying to repair a tool or something. I couldn't tell.
Well, Nix just got a team kill with an RPG, so I don't quite know what was going on there.
I don't know, but they switched up their kits and took everything back. Sweden is taking back Charlie, though. A lot of infantry on Charlie.
Yeah, they're pretty clear with Charlie. There's no resistance, really. The Danish chopper's up. And they might put a barrage down.
And on Delta, it's one Danish tank versus one infantry guy. He knows where he is. He's just trying to hold up. Now there are two Danish tanks on Delta. This one guy is surviving on D here at Dignitas KLSIT. Listen, goes down.
Denmark is clearing the C flag. Yeah, I think...
Oh, Hustler takes out the last guy on Charlie flag with the helicopter.
And here comes another tank coming up on C flag for Denmark. And I mean, I think right now what they need to do is exactly what Denmark did. Sweden needs to say, okay, you know, let's all group up together. See, they're trickling in. I mean, you got one tank coming in here. You got two infantry going into a flag up against a tank. You can't do that. You have to all get together, 5 guys at a time. Push a flag. Get it all at once and then push out from there. Basically, they're just getting whittled down by this Denmark team.
Look at Nix just walking in, they're just waltzing in as if nothing's happening, and they cannot give Nix that room, you know. They need to barrage him with the chopper bullets, they need to tank him, they need to do anything to stop Nix at least.
And one thing to keep in mind, guys, that when Nix came up there, he had a 2-man crew with him, 3 crew in total, and what they do, they got out and started flanking the enemy infantry. They flanked the enemy infantry while Nix was the target. Nix can take a few shots, but the infantry, try to clear them out. Weren't able to clear out anyone here. Oh, look at this. Nyx is going to engage an enemy tank. Here comes the tank shot with the help of the jet pounding that tank.
And the RPG is going to go out, and he's going to RPG the tank.
Here he comes. It's so low. Is Nyx going to push it? Oh! But Nyx gets taken out. What did he get taken out?
Whoa! Did not see that coming.
The tank is off right. Great teamwork by the Swedish team there.
Yeah, we're able to flank around and get a nice 9-degree side shot on Nyx DK, taking him out and keeping that tank up, but boy, it is low. Those repair guys ferociously repairing them.
I think Nyx gave it away too easy there.
Props.
Yeah, those repair guys saved that team.
They did a good job. I think Nyx gave it away too easy there. I think he made an amateur mistake. He rolled in with the tank. He didn't see behind the Swedish tank. He didn't see if someone was repairing, and Nyx's repair guy got out and shot an RPG. They were pretty much confident to get the tank, but you can never do that, especially with the site being as it is. So I think that was an amateur mistake of it there, and that's why the tank prevailed in that situation.
Yeah, Nyx did not.
Also,
go ahead, Brett.
I think also at that moment, their jet pilot did tell him that he disabled that tank. So I think maybe Nyx thought that he had the upper hand right there with having that tank already disabled. But as opposed to having only one infantry repairing, he had two. So obviously he was able to get the percentage up on his health a lot faster. And a nice battle happening over here on A. We do have a tank coming in from Denmark that's going to be right into the spawn. Takes out the tank on A that spawned for the US team right away. And I think that they may be pushing in here to get an all cap. It is 120 to 17 right now. I think it's pretty much over for the Sweden team.
Yeah, there's no push coming from Sweden here with 16 tickets left. I think they should just, you know, sit back and wait out the time. 15 tickets is nothing for a lead.
Here comes the tower. Team Denmark prevails, even though that they were almost all capped at the beginning of the game. Now, Sweden does have air superiority right now, but it may not be enough. Even all that attrition.
No, this is not enough.
Not enough.
They would have to cap 3 flags to start getting the bleed back on them, and that, my friend, is not going to happen. As much as I would love to see an epic comeback like that, daskro, that's not going to happen.
119 to 3. It's bleeding down. 119 to 2. That's the end of round 1. Let's go do some analysis. Yeah, remember, guys, at the beginning of this match, Sweden had Alpha, Charlie, and Bravo, and were putting a little bit of pressure on Delta, but not the full, not the full power, if you will. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I thought Sweden had this locked down. I thought they were about to just get the victory on here because they had parity in the air and they were killing the guys at Delta. I mean, they had a 40-50 ticket lead at one point. What was the big change?
The big change was exactly what Zh1nt0 said. Instead of holding their lanes, they let the Denmark team basically regroup, make a big push out from D, and what happened was Denmark ended up capping D and B, and they got on the flank right there, and Sweden didn't react fast enough. They didn't contain them fast enough, and they were able to get those 3 critical flags, the B, C, and D flags. And you know, C and B, you can reinforce those so fast, so easily, that once they got a hold of those and once they started containing them, there was no way that Sweden could come back and get them back.
Yeah, and I mean, how Denmark came back there, going from, you know, nothing to start capping small and small and small, just pushing Sweden out. And I think when Denmark captured the middle point of the map, that's when the things started turning around. Because they pushed Sweden out, and when they pushed Sweden out to secluded bases such as A, such as D, their chopper can rain fire down, and that means that they cannot get it.
Yes, and just a reminder, let's all jump back in the server because they're going to be starting round 2 very shortly. And just go ahead and reconnect, and then we'll wait for the live as always. I think you're right, though. I think, you know, Zh1nt0 and Brett, you're right. Denmark took the initiative there. Uh-oh, so my game crashed. Trying to do this again. They definitely tried to take the initiative and push into Alpha. They weren't victorious in taking Alpha, but it was enough effort to distract the Swedish team away from their core points, and then they were able to take out Delta, Bravo, and then Charlie. And it was a constant amount of pressure on Alpha. It's only 1 or 2 dudes. That's all you need for 8v8 play.
Yeah, I would, for this round though, I would like Sweden to be, or Denmark, I would like any team to be a bit more offensive with the helicopters and their jets. You know, push it. Because if you have good ground units, if you just keep the bleed, you can push with the helicopter, you can push their chopper out of the sky, and then you can contain total domination.
You know, while I do like that idea, I really do, I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
I think these
definitely
teams, they know that they're both really good teams. They're solid teams. They're not going to want to give up that air power. If anything, those helicopters being up in the air, those jets being up in the air, it's going to at least guarantee them one flag. You know, they're going to be able to have a base to be able to launch their attacks from instead of having to come all the way from main spawn. So I think if they get, the only way you're going to see them get aggressive is if they get more than a 50 or 60 ticket lead. That's the only way that we're actually going to see the air start getting aggressive and push out across the map. Other than that, they're just going to be content by sitting back and keeping their flags safe, which is what they should do. I think it would be the smart position or the move.
Exactly, exactly. And what do you think about Nick's play there? Pretty amazing, huh?
It was pretty amazing. And are both of you rejoining the stream?
Yes.
Or...
I am in the server.
All right, I think we're.
I'm in the server as well.
I think we're all in, and we're just now waiting for the word that they're going live. And if you guys see in the game chat if they're going live, please let me know. I'm just now waiting for the last word. Just a moment, guys. All right, here we go. We have Team Denmark, or Team Sweden rather, taking Charlie Point, taking Delta Point, sending some guys onto Bravo.
Yeah, they are going to be contesting B right now with one infantry. He does get taken out though, so I think that is that Sweden?
Team Sweden still has one guy left on Bravo Point, but Denmark has two.
Yeah, and Nick's moving in there, taking B, faced by two tanks.
Here comes the tank
one tank,
battle.
sorry. Yep.
He's taking a lot of hits though.
This is poetry. I love seeing this. This is art. Watching Nixon the tank fight. This is amazing.
But he's hurting.
Yep.
He is hurting. But is he going to be able to? Oh, he gets taken out. Oh no.
Got him.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know, as good as he is, sometimes 3 RPGs coming at you all at once is just
actually,
too
I think that was actually the other tanker. Nick's DK is still on Bravo.
It was, yeah, Nick's rolling in there. There we go.
Yeah, he's still up, and he
conveniently
ends up taking it back. Maybe that was a whole bait and switch.
Yeah, and right now it looks like Sweden is going to be on the A flag, about to nooch it out. There is one infantry that's going to come in with the RPG and take out the tank, so they do not get the nooch. That was so sad, man. That was a good push by them. The helicopter doing an instrumental job right there in being able to get that tank low.
So let's take a look at the secure flags. Denmark is securely holding A, they're securely holding B. Are they going to go for C and D, daskro? What do you think?
It looks as if one of the Danish tanks is going for C, trying to clear out those infantry. He has one crew with him. It is Nick's DK. He's taking a lot of side shots. He needs to pivot around so that he minimizes his damage he takes when he wants those RPGs to hit his front or his reactive and not his side, especially not at a 90-degree angle. Taking out even more, trying to take out. He's there with a two-man crew. Lots of repairs. Taking it backhandedly.
This is Danish teamwork at its best.
3-cap.
Right now, it is a 3-cap. The Swedish tank, though, is pushed back to Alpha with a bunch of dudes with him. They're taking it back. Is Nick's going to respond? It looks like he is, going right through the concrete wall, Kool-Aid Man style. And here he is on Alpha. Here comes the fight.
Nick's in. There's another Danish tank coming from the other side.
There is! 2v1. They need to get shots. That Swedish tank goes down.
Out the tank. Nick's taking out the tank. That is brilliant.
He's barely alive. Barely alive, but his repair crew's with him. They end up wiping it, taking it out, holding on Alpha, all while holding Bravo and Charlie. Team Sweden now has the bleed against them. Score right now, 246 to 226. Denmark over Sweden.
Yeah, and right now, almost the whole entire Sweden team is in main spawn. So, I mean, they have 2 players that are out on D. One just got taken out. So they have absolutely nobody available to contest any kind of flags. And right now, Denmark, they just need to set up a contain. I mean, they've got this pretty much won right now if they can set this up strong enough.
Definitely, there's no Swedish air support. There's no Swedish push. I mean, I think they should as what they're doing here, they're going to take D. That's fine, but they need to push for something more. I say they should push for A. They should make a split push. Fake C, go A, take out their tanks because they need to face that battle head on. Put some artillery down there from the helicopter, and they need to take that battle sooner or later.
It looks as if that Team Denmark is very handedly taking out the Team Sweden's Air Force on the ground, not letting them get up. Although it looks as if the Team Sweden was able to get their helicopter up, but it is maybe smoking already. Regardless, we see a lot of air support in the favor of Team Denmark, taking out the enemy tanks and infantry, although Team Sweden is taking back Charlie.
Yeah, they are taking out Charlie, but right now Denmark has their tank is going to be coming right up onto C with an infantry. So I mean, you know, as good it is to have 2 infantry up on that C flag, which one just got taken out, they can't do anything. They need armor support. They need their tanks to stay alive and not be playing these 2-on-1 battles like they have the entire game.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Team Sweden. Team Denmark has Alpha Bravo Charlie. Score right now 244 to 190. And
Nick's DK here going for D.
Here he is. He's got
on his own, together with a repairman, together with an engineer.
See,
and he gets taken out.
Gets taken out by the toe.
He gets.
That's arrogant.
Nice.
That is very arrogant by Denmark, pushing towards D.
It was, and I'll tell you that you have to give it to the Cornet launcher guy who shot that, because the 2 Swedish engineers behind Nick's DK got team kill. Well, they get team kill, but the van that they were next to blew up and killed both of them. Not a good position, but nevertheless, that Cornet launcher infantry guy was instrumental in stopping that push.
And right now you're seeing 3 infantry moving across the forest area into B, while the helicopter for Denmark is taking a little bit pot shots at them, trying to whittle them down and stop this burn from happening. But you know, this is looking like a repeat of the first game, where one team was way over aggressive, and instead of containing, they pushed it and ended up losing it.
Yeah, I'm still all up for Sweden making a fake push towards C, getting A. That's I think they need to do that. They need to take the fight head on, because they need to take out their tanks. They need the kill tickets, and they need to bleed later on.
Here comes the Danish tank going back on a Bravo, not stopping. It's Dragalarv. I'm not pronouncing that right, but that's okay. He is fighting all the guys on Bravo, takes all of them out.
Wow, that is skill. Good job, Dragalarv.
He is the lumberjack. Trees falling left and right. He doesn't like trees.
At the same time, D did fall, so it looks like that Team Denmark is going to take D. Although Sweden is over on A, this is exactly like you were talking about, Zh1nt0. They made a big push toward A. They have 4 infantry right now, 1 pushing up towards C, while 3 are sitting back and burning, so they may just be able to break out still.
Yeah, and I think the team leader finally realized that A is the closest flag. They need to contain A. They need to keep that flag. If they cannot keep A, they should just go for the middle forest, C or B. Try to get the middle one. Let the other one saucer around the map. Because if they saucer around, they won't be able to pin them down. They can not let them out, but they can still spawn their squad base. They can contain the battle.
Yes, Nick's DK pushing on Alpha, getting it back. He may grade out before they can have time to spawn in. Has he done it? I think he has. With this last
and right now, I think this is just coming down to the fact that Denmark has superior armor the whole entire time, and the fact that they have actually kept down, it looks like, the Swedish air for most of the game. I mean, it's just been basically rolling them over all the time. I'm looking back at their spawn, and I'm seeing, 4 or 5 Swedish guys into the main spawn, while I'm seeing everybody from Denmark. They're all attacking flags. They're pushing for the D flag. They're setting up the contain, and I mean, I don't know what Sweden can do right now. They are in an all-cap situation.
And look at what Nick's DK is doing. He had a very, very smart move. He was hiding behind the depot flag, the depot center on the A flag. Just peeking out, seeing if anyone comes, and now he's rushing forwards towards their forward base, trying to keep them back.
Now there is a 3-man push that's going to be going up to C right now. They're going to try to power burn this right now. I think they need a little bit more than 3 guys. They need to basically bomb this flag, cap it as fast as they possibly can, maybe get some guys down into B, and while the armor pulls back for Denmark to take care of those players, that's when they need to make a big armor push maybe towards D to cap that flag back.
Oh, Sweden are having their jets pounded by Danish helicopters. That is very, very bad. That's going to prove crucial for Sweden. If they can't get air superiority, they're not going to get flags back.
And that Danish helicopter is also engaging guys on Charlie as well, trying to get those pot shots as they run away haplessly.
Yeah,
oh,
and here
goodness.
comes the tank for Denmark, and he is going to be able to clean that up just so easy.
Yeah, Danish helicopter just cleaning up the sea flag, just messing with the Swedes.
Score right now, 237 to 104. Denmark over Sweden. 137 ticket differential. And
Sweden
Denmark
is neutralizing 2 flags, though. They're neutralizing C and B. They're going for the mid-cap, and I think that's the best choice they have right now.
They are having a lot of trouble staying
While
out.
While that was a good thing to go for, they just got cleaned up majorly.
Yeah.
On both sides.
No air support at all. I mean, it's going to be very difficult battling an Apache without anything, really. I mean, you can equip Stingers, but the Stingers are needed against the full domination the Danish have with their tanks right now.
No.
Yeah, not only that, but a Jeep just tried to leave main spawn for the Swedes, and it was taken out immediately. It had no chance to get out of spawn.
Oh no, and it looks like Oops from Team Denmark takes out the Team Sweden helicopter, but he himself on fire. Is he going to make it?
I'm going to call this game right now, guys. I'm going to say that Denmark is going to take this. So, you know, just real quick, who made the correct pick?
Yeah,
I think that was me.
Yeah, but I mean, you are. Denmark has played a. This is a textbook example of attack, contain, pushback. So Denmark has been wonderful in this game. It's a joy to see. Being Swedish, unfortunately, I wanted Sweden to win. Or fortunately, I wanted Sweden to win, but they were too spread out. They didn't push together. They didn't contain the flags they had, and Denmark were just too good this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I would love. We need to have some sort of system here in the future where we can maybe sit in on the team speaks and listen into some of these teams, the way their comms are going right now, because you know, Sweden is having, you know, players trying to go out for A, trying to go for D, coming back in for C and B, getting these flanks, and Denmark is putting players in perfect positions just to counter that. I would love to be able to hear what their comms are like right now.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Denmark had total ground domination starting from that, and then the air domination. It's Sweden can't really do much but sit back and, you know, try to pick these guys off to gain a few tickets. But overall, I mean, Denmark were very, very solid.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they didn't even dip below the 200 ticket count. So I think total they have lost. Let's see, 13 tickets total have been lost, I believe, for the Denmark team. That is amazing.
That is nothing to scoff at, none indeed. 237 to 42, almost a 90 ticket, 100 ticket differential. Now, what does this mean for Team Sweden? It means that in order for them to win this playoff round, they must be able to win by, what's this, over 300 tickets nearly in order to a Metro combined, which means that they have to win both rounds by 300 tickets total combined. That's gonna be hard, but if they have the infantry, they may be able to do it.
I mean, if you take a second to look at Team Sweden right now in their base, I mean, they seem so confused about what to do. One's in the AA because that's needed. The rest of them, where are the rest? There's no air superiority. The heli's trying to lift. No one's trying to counter the other heli by helping the one heli to lift. There's a tank in the base. It's so confused, you know. I'm a bit disappointed with Team Sweden here. I thought they could do a lot better, being a very skilled team.
Well, it's very hard to get back on the horse when when the air superiority is just this merciless. I mean, they're trying real hard to get their helicopter up, and they have the helicopter up, but he is just desperately trying to maneuver against the enemy jets and the enemy. But he goes down.
Oh,
alley-oops.
Yeah, and right now it is 6 to 237. While Sweden is flashing flags, it is too little, too late, and it is game over, guys.
And that is game, guys. That is the end of the game. 237 to 1 to 0.
Finland in the lead until coming into Metro.
That's right. time to go Operation Metro, guys. So we're going to get back on the server in just a bit. And I'm going to change my background to show that this is Operation Metro. Here we go. Operation Metro. So while we all join back in the server, let's talk about anything different that happened there. Well, what happened there that was different about that round? Anything?
I think, yeah, sorry, Brett, you go ahead.
Well, I think that, for one, the Denmark that we saw in round 1 that ended up winning the game is the Denmark that was playing for the whole round for number 2. They had their heads on straight. They were there to contain. They didn't try and be over aggressive, except for maybe once. I will say that they did try and push it maybe one time a little bit too much, but for the most part, they were just there to contain. And they had excellent armor. I mean, right now, the armor for the Denmark team is just doing work. I mean, if the infantry is the same way as the armor is in Metro, I think it's going to be just a pushover. But, you know, Sweden, it was exactly like what Zh1nt0 said. Halfway through that second round, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know where to push. They certainly weren't pushing as a team. They were sending one off over towards A, one off over towards D, just trying to get some flashing going on. I don't know if they were trying to pull people away or not, but it certainly wasn't working, and they just could never get a solid push to keep a flag. And I think that, I mean, it just killed them.
Yeah, I agree with Brett there. I mean, early on, Denmark, I mean, you're going to win the flags on the ground. You're not going to win the flags in the air. You can support the flags on the ground via air. But what Denmark did is they pushed with tanks, and they had so good coordination between repairs, taking out other tanks, and supporting their own tanks. Basically, support led to the fact that Denmark total capped, and they contained, and then they pushed Sweden back. And also, you know, total air domination as well. Didn't really help the Swedes.
No, it didn't. That was pretty brutal, I will say. I mean, once that helicopter went down, it was pretty much game over. You saw that the infantry for Denmark was just able to go anywhere they wanted to and had absolutely no worries.